Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. We've got a bunch of things to discuss. I'm going to be introducing you to some very special people as well. People are going to be carrying the national flag because obviously the Asian Games are just around the corner and Pakistan's various contingents in various sports are going to be participating there. They've been traveling as well. Some contingents have reached, some of them are yet to depart as well. There's been very extensive training, so we've got to talk to a lot of people, but today we're going to have something very special. Then of course in the later half of the show we'll be discussing some major developments from the world of cricket, and I'll talk about that in detail as well. But very first, I think we're very honored to be joined in studios by the official contingent of the Pakistan's Pumse team that's going to be participating in the Asian Games in Guangzhou, China, that takes place. And before the show I was having a bit of a chit chat with them, and I got to know the extensive training sessions that they've been having, so the coach has not been easy on them. But I'm sure that all in all we're going to expect good results, and it's all part of the plan of getting, if you want results then you got to put in the effort. So I think that effort's going to be put in, and it already has been. So we're going to be talking with these people and knowing about the training routine, fitness criteria, whatever's been going around, and what's the hope for the participation as well. What are the spirits like and everything in between. So we'll talk all about that. I'm very honored to be joined by the official contingent of Pumse for Pakistan that is participating in the Asian Games in Guangzhou, China. First of all, I've been joined by the coach, the man with the plan. I always call him the action man because he's got everything going, and he's been giving them some rigorous training session as well. Mr. Sung Choi, who's joining us in studios. Hello, how are you, sir?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, great to have you on the show. We've also been joined by somebody who's representing Pakistan as far as the competitive side is concerned as well. We've been joined by Naila. Assalamu alaikum, Naila, how are you?
Walaikum assalam.
Great to have you on the show. And we've also been joined by Aqdasullah, who is also participating in the tournament representing Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Great to have you as well. Coach, first of all, I think we need to understand the dynamics first of all. It becomes a very technical sport. There's a lot to it, and you've been involved with the team. So far, how has the preparation been like? Yes, Song.
Yes.
How's the preparation like?
Yeah, we are every day. We are three time training in the one day. It's a morning, evening, and nighttime training. For morning is for your physical training, and then evening for basic, and then more technical skill, and then nighttime there are self training for we are changing the mistake like this training.
So you told me 10 hours daily of training. I mean, I cannot even imagine what these athletes would be going through. But that means that it's a very set criteria to be the very best in the world.
Yes, but I think we are player can do everything. So
how's the response? I mean, you're putting them through these skills, and like you said, we've divided it into 3-4 parts for a day of training. How was the response from the athletes? Are you satisfied with their performance?
Yeah, sure. My player every time did best. So I will checking every time they are for attitude, and then yes.
And how important does the diet routine come in between now? What are they eating? What are they drinking? How are you monitoring that?
Yeah, for actually it's like dieting is very difficult for the player because in PSV we are I cannot control the food, but if we will do best, I will recommend for protein like this.
But even if they, if they're eating something unhealthy, you're putting them through 10 hours of training. So they're going to burn it all anyway. So that's interesting. Naila, for you as an athlete, first of all, I think the very first question is, how does it feel like to represent Pakistan? The Asian Games are just around the corner. How do you feel right now?
It's really like I feel so proud that I'm representing Pakistan in the Asian Games. And also it's the first time in the history of Pakistan Taekwondo that Pumse team is also going to participate in the Asian Games. So I'm a part of it, I'm happy for it, and I'm feeling so proud for it.
And what about the training, Naila? As coach said, I mean, 10 hours a day of training, that is something, very hard to imagine for most of us.
Yeah.
But how have you, been involved with the training? As a player, how have you felt?
At starting, it was a little bit difficult for us, but our coach is he's so amazing. He, during the training, he cheers up, he pushes us. So it becomes easy. It's not
that difficult. Aqdasullah, for you training, talk us through the routine. Routine कैसी थी overall?
रूटीन माशाल्लाह सर अच्छी थी. हमारे कोच हमें मतलब दिन रात मेहनत करवाते हैं और पहले ट्रेनिंग में मुश्किल तो होता है, लेकिन हमारे कोच के हमारे पीछे मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत है. वो हमें बहुत पुश करते हैं कि वो चाहिए, लेकिन मेरा हमारा भी मतलब है कि दूसरे प्लेयरों की निस्बत हमें मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत है, इसलिए मतलब ये चीज़ हमें आगे मतलब ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए मोटिवेट करती है सर.
So as Aktuzullah said that training is very, very difficult, but you know the coach has got their back. The coach has been very supportive. So Sung, what have you been doing for that support? Are you cheering them on as well? I mean, there's a lot of support that these guys are mentioning that you're giving them, because obviously I think the relationship between a player and a coach is most of the time has to be very friendly in order to connect better as well.
Yes, just I think it's coaches like father and mother and like friend. Sometimes need a friend, sometimes like need a father, like mother, like so. That's why I'm many times support my player, and then when you need my player, I will spend the time for my player because they are my student. Like some like my doctor and son, so that's why my many tough support my player.
So sometimes you're a strict father, sometimes a very friendly father.
Right. Yes.
Well, so what is the most important part of this entire training that you guys were doing? Well, because I understand everything is important on a daily basis, but which was that one element that you wanted to focus more on for this team?
So I think players very most important like confidence. That is to believe in yourself. So because we are 10-hour training, but when you're competition, that if you don't have like confidence and then don't believe yourself, it's difficult. So many times I told my player, please believe yourself, you can do it, and then please you can do it everything.
Well, because Young, that becomes a very important thing that I think most of the people miss out in the world, is that with a physical ability, you also need a lot of mental strength to participate as well.
Yes, it's mental is very important for the competition. So when also very important the experience. But there are also told you, and then there are participate first time Asian game, and then there are before last month we participated in World Beach Championship in Korea. They are achieved the bronze medal in mixed pair category. But there are this international competition is the first time, but Asian game is second time. So, but it's difficult. But that's why I'm told it's not that different. In the training, in competition, it's same.
It's almost same.
Yes, I told my player, when you're training, like competition. But when you go competition, like training. So there I have to management like this mentality.
Naila, about this mental strength, you have to be very focused because obviously you're representing Pakistan. Wearing the national colors is a big honor, first of all. But you know, we need to understand your journey as well. I mean, a young Naila growing up, then started participating in Taekwondo, then decided Pumse. How was that journey? Talk us through that entire journey of you and this sport.
I just started by watching my brothers. They used to do martial arts, so I really I loved it, and I also started.
And what was what is the aim now? As the coach said that you need a lot of confidence. So when you are training, do you create this mock scenario that you know it would be the same as you're participating in a competition?
Yes, our master every time tells us the same, that whenever we are training, we have to perform like we are in the competition and we're competing. So in that, if we do like that, we can train more good. Like obviously in competition, everyone tries to perform their best. So in the training, he tells us to perform just same like a competition, but in the competition, like every time some players have stress and all. So our coach tells that you have to imagine that you are in training, that nobody is there, and you have to just relax and you can do it.
You can do it, definitely. But I think the environment is so brilliant with Master Sung, as I'm hearing, that I think he's created a wonderful environment. So that must help a lot, Naila, because of the environment that the
obviously. He's a very hard-working coach, and I'm so thankful to him that he's working very hard on us, and he's such a great coach.
Wonderful. Abdullah, the journey of a young boy from Faisalabad to Taekwondo, ये सफ़र कैसे शुरू हुआ? ये लाजमी बताइए।
सर 2018 में तकरीबन मैंने मतलब पहली दफ़ा मतलब हमारे शहर में मतलब मुझे एक कोच मिले, मतलब उन्होंने मुझे देखा, मतलब उनका अब ताइक्वांडो स्टार्ट करो, मतलब बस सडन अचानक से, मतलब मैंने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि मतलब मैं ये गेम खेलूँगा, कभी सुना, मैं नाम भी नहीं सुना था बस, लेकिन फिर अचानक बस कहते हैं ट्रेनिंग के लिए अल्लाह पाक इस मुकाम तक लिए हैं।
As Aktuzullah saying that 2018, a coach told him that he should participate in this sport, and from there the journey started, because he never even imagined he'd be participating in Pumse, and that too at the international level. But Aghdassullah, how's the feeling like representing Pakistan? कैसा लग रहा है? आप national colours पहनेंगे, Asian Games है, और जैसा कि कोच ने कहा कि उन्होंने environment ऐसा रखा है कि आपको confidence मिले.
जी मेरे लिए बड़े फ़ख्र की बात है कि मतलब मैं पाकिस्तान के लिए एशियन गेम में खेलूँगा, क्योंकि आज से पहले कभी तक पाकिस्तान में एशियन गेम में पुमजे नहीं मतलब खेले पाकिस्तान की तरफ से, तो पहली दफ़ा खेल रहे हैं, मेरे लिए बड़े फ़ख्र की बात है. इंशाल्लाह अपना बेस्ट देंगे इंशाल्लाह.
Inshallah, as he's saying that he's honored to represent Pakistan, the very first time Pumse is being represented by Pakistan in the Asian Games, so he's ready to give his best as well. Now, coach, comes the important part, because when they move to the international level, so as a master yourself who has that international experience, how do you try to bridge that gap? Because obviously in some countries structures are better, well, let's be honest, than what we have, but we try to make up for it through our rigorous training, as you mentioned. So what's going on in the mind when you know that your opponent has a better structure of Pumse in their country, they might have better training, so what's the talk going into the match for these players?
Yes, actually it's in Asian countries it's too much good, especially it's Korean, because Taekwondo is a Korean national sport. And then some another country, China, Japan, like Malaysia, Thailand, there are good, have a player. But I think in the competition, there also is person. There are also sometimes mistake. That's why I told my player, in the competition, there also have a mistake. So you can win. If you want to medal, if you want to your like gold medal, you have to win every country. So it's not important. So I told my player, just you do yourself, your Pumse. So not focus is other country Pumse player, just you see your Pumse.
Definitely. So, Master, what's the message now to the entire people? Because I know that they will have a lot of support. Pakistan is crazy when it comes to sports, especially once they understand you're participating in the Asian Games, there is going to be a lot of support. So do you have any message to fans of these players? And I'm sure that, Master Song also has a lot of fans in Pakistan now.
Yes, thank you so much. We are first time participate Asian Games, so actually I'm proud of my player. So, and then we will see the future in Pakistan. There I have a good player, so I will do my best. Let's see in Hangzhou.
Let's see, and let's get that medal, because Master is determined, inshallah. So we hope. Naila, what's your message now? I'm sure friends, family, everybody is going to be praying and hoping that you perform well. The entire Pakistani nation, because you are representing Pakistan. What's your message?
Yes, I just need the prayers. I just need the prayers for the event, and I will do my best, inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, Aghdassullah, message to Faisalabad.
जी जैसा कि हम जा रहे हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, हमें दुआओं की बहुत ज़रूरत है. इंशाल्लाह बाकी इंशाल्लाह अपना 100% देंगे.
Inshallah. As Aghdassullah said that, they need prayer, but they're going to do their best. Aghdassullah, Naila and Master Song, thank you very much for joining us. All the very best, and we're all very proud of you for representing Pakistan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. On that note, we'll go towards a short break. When we come back, we've got more to discuss. Stay tuned to Sports Extra.